Mr. Butterfield, are you aware of the installation of any listening devices in the Oval Office of the President?
I was aware of listening devices. Yes, sir.
Nixon aide Alexander Butterfield at the Senate Watergate hearings 40 years ago, revealing the existence of a White House taping system. Today, the National Archives released the last of the tapes secretly recorded by President Richard Nixon. Bill Plante has been listening in.
I'm not a crook.
In the spring of 1973, Richard Nixon was consumed with Watergate. His national security advisor, Henry Kissinger, assured him no one would remember.
You have saved this country, Mr. President. The history books will show that when no one will know what Watergate means.
But White House counsel John Dean had been called before a Senate committee.
Let's get this damn story out now.
By the end of April, Nixon was ready to fire Dean and to let his two top aides, Bob Haldeman and John Ehrlichman, resign. He spoke to Haldeman as he prepared a speech to the nation.
You and John have made the decision, right? Let's just say it's made.
Following the speech, the president spent the rest of the night taking calls of support. This one from California Governor Ronald Reagan.
Had to say it. Yeah. I know how difficult it was, and I know what it must be with the fellows having to do what they did. That's right. They had to get out.
In a call from the Reverend Billy Graham, Nixon asked about TV coverage of the speech.
What CBS do? They knock it? I felt like slashing their throats.
In the midst of all this, Nixon was instructing diplomat David Bruce, his envoy to China.
The Children Alliance meeting, they're very subtle, but they're not like the Russians who, of course, slaughter and flattery and all that sort of thing.
3 months before anyone knew about the White House taping system, Nixon asked Haldeman to destroy the tapes. For whatever reason, that was never done. Bill Plante, CBS News, Washington.